Phone line still open, 737-7767 if you want to get in tonight. And we go to Dave. Dave's been waiting a while. We appreciate that. Hey, Dave, how you doing?
I'm doing just fine.
Good.
Basically, I had a two-part question. I had to listen to the game on the radio on Sunday there, and I didn't really. Marcus did not come in the late part of the game and do the finish-up stuff. He didn't get to play at all, right?
Correct.
Okay. Second part is, I think it was on your show that you mentioned that Chicago has a coach on their staff that was one of Marcus's coaches in college.
Mm-hmm.
Are we thinking that maybe they're holding him out to keep him from getting injured, so they'll have some trade value if they decide to go that direction?
Well, they aren't going to have any trade value because the deadline's passed, and so his contract's up. So they can't trade him within the season because the deadline's over, and then once the season's over, it's a no trading time, and so his contract will expire before that would happen. So they don't have a trade value there. Chicago, though, would be an interesting potential landing spot for Marcus Mariota because Mark Helfrich is there as one of the assistant coaches, and obviously the quarterback situation in Chicago has been abysmal this year for the Bears.
Yes. Well, strange thing is both of these teams are kind of on my favorites list.
Oh, yeah?
So I kind of like to see Marcus get somewhere where he's got some stability and some being familiar with that coach. He might just wake up his career, you know.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. We've seen it right now. And thanks so much for the call, Dave. We've seen it right now with Ryan Tannehill. He got a fresh start in Tennessee after a 6-year stint in Miami that was plagued by some big-time injuries, multiple different coaches running different offenses, lack of stability around him in terms of playmakers. And people thought, man, this Ryan Tannehill, he's not a franchise quarterback. He's not the guy in the NFL. Well, give him a fresh start in Tennessee, and look what happens. He's got the highest QB rating of any starter in the NFL right now, given his 5 starts. He's got a team that's 4-1. He's thrown 10 touchdowns versus 3 interceptions. He looks really good in the fresh start. Remember this. Marcus Mariota was a Heisman winner that was the number 2 overall pick in the draft. There is some talent there. There's a reason why people thought that and thought it would translate. He's a dual threat guy that can really help an offense. But for whatever reason, it didn't happen here. 4 different head coaches, 5 different play callers. Different offenses, different management, different styles. Then you throw in all the injuries. He just looked like a guy that was unsure at the end of it. Maybe not 100% healthy. If he can get healthy and go to a place that is stable, where the coaches are locked in and the plan is concrete and it's not going to change from one season to the next or from training camp to mid-season like it did in his rookie year here, maybe there's a chance that a fresh start could do for Marcus Mariota exactly what it's done for Ryan Tannehill. I think that's the hope for people here. Because, again, whatever you're going to say about Marcus Mariota, the player, the people, everyone around the organization here, anyone who's dealt with him, cannot say a bad word about Marcus Mariota, the guy. And so if he gets that next chance somewhere else, I think everybody here will root for Marcus Mariota in every game he plays, except for if he walks up against the Titans. That's just how it's going to go. All right, let's go to Michael. Michael, how are you? You're next up here on Titans Talk.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for the call. Go ahead. Go ahead, Michael.
Hi, Steve. I was just wanting to get your take on the Colts game this Sunday. Mm-hmm. I was hoping you might give us a prediction of the score. And the second part of this question is, how do you keep 22 from getting hurt?
Well, I think the second part hopefully is the easiest part. He's 6'3", 248, so I think he's doling out more punishment than people are giving to him. But you do worry whenever you run that many times that you're just going to take the beating, both short-term within a season, but also long-term for your career. You want Derrick Henry to be a factor on this offense for a long time to come. And that's going to be important for the Titans, so you need him to stay healthy. There's no question about it. As for the game, I loathe giving predictions because inevitably it's going to be wrong. But what I said earlier, I truly believe. I think the Titans are playing better football right now than the Colts. I think Ryan Tannehill is playing better football than Jacoby Brissett. I think the Titans defense is playing better than the Colts defense right now. So in all those areas, I would give the Titans the check mark. The area that I don't give them the check mark in right now is the intangibles. And that just being the headspace of this game. Because the Colts have owned the Titans. It doesn't matter who the quarterback has been. They have absolutely dominated this series in recent years. And they've dominated it in Indianapolis, winning 10 of the 11 games ever played inside Lucas Oil Stadium. There have been a lot of times when the Titans have gone there with a team that is much better overall and a team playing better at the moment and with more to play for, and they still lose. So here's a game where they both come in with basically the exact same stakes, with the exact same record, trying to accomplish the exact same thing. I just think going in, the belief is there for the Colts. It's going to be there. And it's up to the Titans to beat it out of them in the game. Because I don't think the Titans can walk in with nearly the same level of belief based on the history of the game. Now, that doesn't mean they can't go win, because like I said, I think they're the better team as it stands right now. But they're going to have to go in and prove that on the field on Sunday. So I've said for a while now that until the Titans beat the Colts, I'm not going to pick them to do it. So I think if you're going to make me pick, I'm going to stick with that based off of what we've seen historically. But I do think the Titans are playing better football right now. So if I have to give a score, I'll do it for you, and I'll say Colts 24, Titans 21. But that's not a confident pick. That's more of a history pick and not going against my word of all the losses in recent years. But that, to me, is the whole story of the game. Titans are playing good football, probably better than the Colts, but they're going to have to prove to themselves as much as anybody else that they can actually walk into Lucas Oil Stadium and beat that team with the horseshoe on their helmet. We'll find out if they can do it. Back after this, Titans Talk on News Channel 5+.